5, 4, 3, 2,
Absolute bonker.
1.
You in? You in? Says it all, doesn't it?
Hello and welcome to Le Petit Martiniere. Last year, whilst attending the World Carp Masters tournament, I was fortunate enough to meet a true carping gent, Mr. Matthew Emery. During the week of the tournament, we developed a friendship and he was telling me all about a lake he was purchasing out here in France. This one. We're now 12 months further on and I've been fortunate enough to be invited here by him with a friend to put a little bit of a video together and do some media work to show you guys at home exactly what this venue is all about. Now, if you're one of the guys that loves chasing these great big French monsters on vast acreage of water, now would be a good time to turn back over to Coronation Street, as this may not be the venue for you. If, like me, you love a social and it's all about getting the bend in the rod in a little bit of luxury and you want to create some good times and some great memories with some friends, then this is definitely worth staying tuned for. One of the main things that makes this a really great social venue is its lakeside heated log cabin. Inside there is a full bathroom suite, a sitting and living room area and a full working kitchen. Outside there is a decent deck area for those social barbecue nights, and as you can see here there is also a hot tub. Matthew and his partner Natasha also offer a full food package for the week, which makes this ideal for you guys that want to bring your wife or a partner along. If travelling light is your thing, Matt carries a full range of equipment available for hire. This also includes the full range of end tackle from PB Products. Onto the lake itself. Despite its size of 1.8 acres, it's actually home to some pretty respectable residents. This includes 2 known 40s, loads of 30 to high 30s and even more low 20s to upper 20s, with a total fish stock count of around 120 carp. You now know where we are, why we're here and what this is all about. It's now time for the exciting part of the video, the fishing. So the first fish of the session, after only an hour of the rods being out, we cannot believe it, completely unexpected. It came from the left hand margin rod that I put down last out of the 3. It came on a simplest of rigs, PB Products, wafter rig, straight out of the packet, with a DNA S7 wafter. And check out the prize. 25 pound, 2 ounce of lovely French mirror. Just as we were doing the stills for that 25 pounder you've just seen, the other rod has ripped off. This one not slightly as big as the other, but still more than welcome on our French session, especially as we're only 2 hours in. 21 pound dead, lovely looking mirror, again lovely condition, clearly well looked after. Let's get it back and see if we can catch some more. Yes!
Go on.
Well, what a chaotic afternoon we're having. We've just had a savage take on my middle rod, which upon inspection was a new PB. Yes, £38.6 mirror beast. Just as we're trying to prepare everything for the photos and everything else, the margin rod's ripped off. So, I mean, again, feels half decent as well, to be fair. It is stuck in a bit of a lily pad bed at the moment. Come on, baby. It's definitely stuck in them there, mate. It's only, that's the thing. Down a bit. See if I can get it. Leave that net below. Yeah, see shit like that, as long as it's in focus as well. We've now moved to try and get the fish out the lilies. Right in a clump of lilies. You can probably see it now if Gaz moves the camera. You can see it proper in there. Pop off the tree. It feels a decent fish, but it has got about half a ton of leaves on it at the moment. Come on. Mate.
I'm stopping the camera.
Well, you've just witnessed me battling that fish through the lilies, and I'm glad to say we have won the battle, and it was well worth the fight. Well worth the fight. Oh, getting drenched again. I've got a PB mirror sat in a sling over here, and I've got a PB common sat right in front of me here. Absolutely buzzing, ain't the word. I'll try and get her out for you and have a look if she'll calm down. No. Come on, girl.
It's good for the media.
Might as well be in there.
I'll get the bucket down.
Finally, after what feels like an hour of fighting her, she's out. Don't. There she is. £34.9. Of beautiful, pristine common. Buzzing. Let's get this one back. Let's check out the even bigger mirror. Come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Hot so much of this thing. Few more, sorry. Sorted, look. Let's get it back in there. And water.
That's proper, that is. Yes! Yeah. Oh, that's gold. Yes. First fish of the trip for me. It's been a really tough 24 hours, to be honest with you. Haven't felt the best. Arrived here on Friday with the worst case of man flu. But first thing this morning, first rod ripped off. And here she is, a lively one. £24, 8 ounces. Just as we was taking the photos, I had a second take. Beautiful. £24.8. Like I said, we had a second take and we have a bigger one to show you. Here's the second fish of this morning, caught on a DNA S7 wafter, same mix as what James has been using, and here she is at £29, 5 ounces. Absolutely lovely. Right, I just want to talk you through the mix that we've been using out here in France. It can't be any simpler really in my opinion. It consists of 3 different elements. We've got boilies, pellet and liquids. Boilie wise, I've got the S7 in 18 millers in the shelf life. Pellet wise, I've got the Beta Stim pellet in 6 mil, which is also available as a 4 miller. I've got the S7 pellet and the mini crayfish pellet. Liquid wise, I've got the hydro wheat and the S7 hydro spod syrup. And as a sort of match the hatch hook bait, I'm using the S7 Evo hook bait system. Right, the mix itself, really easy in my opinion. Whatever amount of boilies I put in, I put about the same amount of pellet in for each pellet. I mix this all together with a baiting spoon and give it a good soaking in each of the 2 liquids.
I try to face my ego every second of the day. Time to recall the reason why I can't wash away memories from the past, stuck like a virus in my head. Sometimes I wish I just could leave those wasted years behind. When the twilight falls, I can see the ray of light, like a distant call. I realize you are the reason. Can't forget those wasted years. I realize you are the reason. When the twilight falls, I can see the ray of light, like a distant call. I realize you are the reason. Can't forget those wasted years.
Well, good morning. We are halfway point of the trip. Yesterday me and James decided not to fish at all. Decided to rest the swims, rest ourselves, because it's been a bit of a mad last 3 days, to be honest with you. Got back down to the swims last night about 6 o'clock. Got the 3 rods out on the baited areas. And then we just sat back really, to be honest with you. Had a few beers with Matt, bit of a social. Bit quiet during the night. I think James had 1 take. I think I had a small common. And then 5 o'clock this morning, 1 toner on the right hand rod. Beat me up for about 15-20 minutes. And finally landed her. And would you believe it, it's another £30 fish. Actually tipped the scales at £32 2 ounces, which is a personal best for myself, so I'm well chuffed with that. So we're going to get the cameras all set up, and then she's just in the sling to the right of me, and we'll get her out and show you the prize.
Right, well the action's slowed down a little bit for me now. I was just bringing all 3 rods in to put fresh baits on, maybe even consider a couple of new spots for the up and coming evening. And Gaz has noticed some fish showing and some fizzing behind the back of some lilies just a few rod lengths out from the swim. I hadn't seen it myself, but he's convinced me that it's definitely worth chucking a single at, so I'm going to give it an underarm cast now, give it 20 minutes and see whether it comes up with the goods. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! I cannot believe that rod has just tore off. I mean, it's got to have been, I haven't even checked, but it's got to have been minutes. Absolute minutes, I cannot believe it. Just shows what listening to your mates can do for you. Just lay on the deck, put a camera on it. I'm sure you'll see on the film the rod take off. I've lost track of time really, but I mean it must be minutes that that's ripped off. Literal underarm chuck, single hook bait on the showing fish that Gaz saw behind them lilies. And yeah, I've got another La Petite Martinaire psychopath on the end, I reckon. So what are good friends for? As I said earlier, Gaz had noted some fish fishing on a spot just behind some lilies. We'd seen a couple of fish show there during the day as well. Sort of wrongly ignored it really, but I was just about to change my rods and set them down for the night when we saw yet another fish show. Gaz convinced me that that couldn't be ignored really, so put a single on it ready, underarm flicked it as you saw, and 7.5 minutes absolutely tore off, battered me round the swim. 31 pounds mirror carp, absolute stunner. I know the guy, Matt, the owner, bailiff, spends a lot of time and attention on the water quality here, and it's got to have some sort of effect because these fish are nutters, mate. They're bonkers. No words to it. They fight like nothing I've ever caught before, to be honest with you, but that makes it even more fun to catch them, don't it? So let's get this one back.
£34, 4 ounces. Absolutely stunning mirror carp. Absolutely buzzing. All taken on the S7 wafter. Yes, yes. £35, 12 ounce.
Well, that's it from us here at Le Petit Martinaire. We hope you've enjoyed watching as much as we've enjoyed being here. We've had an absolutely fantastic week. We've crunched a few numbers and we're estimating that we've banked about 47, 48 carp. Myself and Gaz have both done a PB common and a PB mirror, and we've also broken 2 new lake records. 1 for the amount of 30 pluses banked in a week, and 2 for the amount of fish banked in a week. I cannot thank our hosts enough. Matthew and Natasha have made our stay really, really comfortable. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here. If you're interested in this venue or would like to find out more, please check out 53500 French Carp Fishing on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. See you again soon. Down everybody.
Make sure he's not in the lake, yeah? That's all I ask.
We'll bring him back.
Thank you. Walking home. Behave.